We are reacting to YouTube has already won the 2025 streaming viewership. Twitch is at the bottom. Look at this shit. YouTube. But let's see how truthful this video is and if Twitch actually has lost the streaming war.
Twitch needs YouTube. Twitch needs every other platform. The better TikTok does, the better YouTube does, the better creators do on those platforms, X, everything else, the better Twitch does, because creators will bring people back over. It's literally been the recipe for how many years now? Like it's never strayed from that recipe.
That's true. To be fair, when I first started streaming, I would just stream on Twitch to 5-10 viewers. People would barely find me. Every YouTube video I do, I pin a comment saying, come check me out live over on Twitch Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. EST. And how many followers, how many people are watching me right now? Like what am I at? I have 120 people in chat right now. Pretty much 99% of these people came from YouTube. I don't know. Can anybody in chat type if you came from Twitch, if you came from TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Shorts or my second channel, or is everybody here from the main channel on YouTube? I'm genuinely curious. Who actually found me on Twitch? Did anybody actually find me on Twitch? That wasn't a raid. Just scrolling down. Chat, I don't have an OnlyFans or Feet Finder. You guys kind of found me from there.
But I found you from there.
Okay. YouTuber moved to Twitch, main YouTube. Yeah, pretty much all YouTube with a couple of people from like raids on Twitch. Yeah, from when Jay hosted me or Grays or you know, or Joker or other people, or Sadako raided me. Yeah, when people like have raided me or reacted to me. So that's about mostly from YouTube, it looks like though. Why no OnlyFans? Nobody's trying to see hairy Middle Eastern man on OnlyFans, chat. But let's keep watching the video.
Right? Twitch needs YouTube, but YouTube doesn't need Twitch. If Twitch shut down tomorrow, YouTube would be fucking fine. If YouTube shut down tomorrow, Twitch would not be fine. They would get their typical views for a while. I
found you homeless behind a dumpster. My chat is taking the piss out of me right now. Like, I don't show my chat on screen, but my chat's calling me homeless, OnlyFans, Feet Finder. They're just dissing me. My chat hates me. God damn, man. Seriously.
But I don't think people really understand how much Twitch pulls from these other platforms, especially as old viewers die off and stop.
He's actually not wrong, though. If YouTube was to shut down, Twitch would die. Within 3 months, Twitch would lose a lot of viewership. People come to Twitch from YouTube. People actually come to Twitch from YouTube. Majority of the Twitch viewership is like the OGs or new people coming from the TikTok lives or whatever.
Not finding any interest on
Kai Cenat, for example. Kai Cenat as a streamer literally has most of his audience isn't Twitch viewers. Most of Kai Cenat's audience is Kai Cenat viewers. They come to Twitch specifically to watch Kai Cenat. So like a lot of people on Twitch aren't even here for Twitch. They're here for specific creators from other platforms or places.
On the platform? Yeah, it would not be good. But there's always been this idea that like, oh, dude, you hear all the time, if YouTube would just do this, they would take over Twitch. Dog, what are you talking about? They don't have to do a goddamn thing. If YouTube would just change their entire UI and make it Twitch 2.0 and just make everything Twitch again, if YouTube would just change their algorithm to where everybody's homepage, because that's what you always hear. You always hear people are like, which I get, the UI is kind of dog shit.
So right here, 50.1% of the total live streams happen on YouTube, but only 7.6% is gaming. 27% of all streaming is done on TikTok Live, but only 3.5% is gaming. 15.7% of all streaming is done on Twitch, but 12% of that is gaming. So for being a gaming creator, Twitch is still the place to be. Almost all of the big gaming streamers are over here on Twitch. But if you're politics, game shows, anything else, like, you know, like programs, podcasts, everything else is better on TikTok or YouTube. But for gaming, Twitch is still the king.
But people are like, I would stream on YouTube, but I never get live streams on the homepage. Yeah, because you don't watch live streams. Wow, look at that. I literally open up my page and look at that. The first thing on my page is literally a live stream. You know why that is? Because I watch YouTube live streams. Because that's the power of YouTube. YouTube is going to suggest the things that you watch. I watch YouTube live streams. The more live streams you watch, the more that it's going to suggest to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, seeing my video from someone else's, that makes sense.
But I've gotten this all the time throughout the years. These people that are like, dude, YouTube needs to do this to compete with Twitch. Brother, YouTube doesn't need to do a goddamn thing. Are you delusional? Are you delusional?
YouTube Live continues to be the top streaming platform for IRL content during the second quarter of 2025. Twitch saw a 4.16% drop in total hours watched during Q2 2025. TikTok Live continues an upward trend in gaming and esports viewership. For the first time ever, Kick exceeded 1 billion hours watched in a single quarter.
YouTube is a monster. TikTok doesn't need to do anything. YouTube doesn't need to do anything. The idea that Twitch is doing so well that YouTube needs to replicate what Twitch is doing. What are you talking about? What are you smoking right now? YouTube is dominating the live market. Yeah, it's an OG. It's got the experience. It actually is profitable. Brands trust YouTube. While it is inflated, it's way less inflated than Twitch. There isn't a fucking argument in the world that YouTube has to do anything that Twitch is doing. Yet, meanwhile, for the last 10 years, Twitch has been trying to figure out how do they fucking become more popular like YouTube, like TikTok. I mean, the real credit we should be giving right here is TikTok.
I'm gonna be real. Twitch has no discoverability. Legitimately, you can't find people on Twitch. Growing as a Twitch streamer is fucking impossible without rage, shout out, your own YouTube channel. Nobody can just launch or go live on Twitch and have a good time. And Twitch is even limited on that facet. Like, I'm a classic WoW streamer, right? If I was to stream a private server like Epoch or TWoW, I could get DMC'd and lose my Twitch and all my progress and lose my partner. There's no protections for viewers or streamers. There's so many problems. And on top of that, there's just no discoverability. If you go to the World of Warcraft category, you're not getting shown streamers that you'd be interested in. You're getting shown random fucking people. There could be 1,000 people who could potentially enjoy my streams, but they will never know who I am unless they find me through something else. So you can't actually grow on Twitch. You have to have people come to you from one platform or another. That's Twitch's biggest problem.
In all honesty, to go from like people never streaming on TikTok and in just a few years, you already have surpassed what Twitch has accomplished in 17 years is insane. And I'd argue too that people just don't give Kick enough credit. Guys, Kick has only been around for 2.5 years right now, and they already control 3.7% of the market. To go from nothing to that in just a few years, again, you guys got to remember.
Eben has passion, that's why I watch. I feel myself when he speaks. That came out wrong. Don't say that. Medina's gonna come out of fucking muting himself to talk about how he feels himself as well.
What happened?
Somebody in chat said they feel themselves when I speak.
Can I feel you in me
stop.
when you speak?
Why would you say it like that? Why would you
I don't
say
know,
it like
you're
that?
saying weird stuff. Why you make this weird?
I didn't say anything weird. Ether doesn't even have
Like,
a
you're
button for
saying
live
feel
streaming on the
myself
homepage. Okay, Medina, please. What percentage of that Kick number is purely bots? I would say 10% of YouTube Live is bots. 10% of TikTok Live is bots. I would say 5 to 7% of Twitch is bots. And I would say half of Kick is
Oh,
bots.
fuck no. It's way more than 5% on Twitch.
So 15.7% of the total live stream audience is Twitch. So I'm saying of that 15% of the total audience, I'm saying 30 to 50% of Tick is bots.
Yeah, I would say like 30% of Twitch are bots or AFK people farming drops.
On YouTube Live, I would say 30% of YouTube Live is bots. About 30% of TikTok Live is bots. I would say 30 to 50% of Twitch is bots, and I would say 30 to 70% of Kick is bots. I would say at least 1/4 of all live stream viewers are bots. I would put money on that statement. I would put money on that shit.
I think YouTube has a lot less bots because if you bot your own stream, you kind of damage yourself in the algorithm. But because Kick and Twitch don't have any algorithm, and all that matters is how many viewers you have to show up at the top, like you have all the incentives to bot and almost none of the consequences. When's the last time you heard somebody getting banned for botting? I don't know anybody in years. You know what I mean?
That's valid. Yeah, to be fair. I'll be real. I didn't believe in botting being a major issue. Some guy came in my stream one time, boosted my viewer count by like almost 50 people. I only had like 70 viewers at the time. And like all the bots were talking like real people, like typing, responding. And then the guy had like, what was it, 30, 40 like bots speaking at once, showing me how easy it was to bots. Just to like prove to me how easy, because I was saying botting wasn't real. This was like a month or two ago. And ever since that point, I now believe half of Twitch is bots. And that's just because like they were so realistic that the dead internet theory just makes me feel like there's so many bots, it's insane. Like I feel like the dead internet theory is real. It's like, I don't know about, I don't know the exact percentage of bots across any of these platforms. All I know is that guy showed me bots on Twitch. I reported it, I tried my best, but like all it tells me is you can't prove anybody is botting because of how organic that shit looked on my stream. He made, my chat doesn't move that fast. I have about 1 to 10 messages per minute, maybe 20 messages on like a hype moment. And he made that shit look organic. Imagine somebody with like 50 to 100 messages per minute, like a bigger streamer. You will never know somebody is botting. That's how realistic this shit is.
They are the most driven people. They are the people that want to be at the top the most, right? That's like why they do the most shit. Like there is no consequences. It's only to gain from botting. That's the problem with Twitch. Like you don't lose anything for botting.
Yeah, it's what it is. Let's just keep watching.
Purple guy right here, 17 years. This has been in existence. This has been around 17 years. No innovation, no updates, no major changes for creators. Just fluffy stuff to keep you guys drawn to it, like a bug going to a zap light. I mean, that's like really all Twitch has to offer. It's just like the little fluffy things. Like the people that have no background on like getting views on social media, they see these things on Twitch and they're just like drawn to like the idea of like, ooh, that should really get people in here. There's so much interaction. Somebody would clearly click on my stream for interaction. And that's what's created the brain rot that we're talking about. This is what's created the emotion and negative feeling that everybody just thinks that Twitch is the place to be and you owe Twitch something. Guys, you don't owe Twitch anything. This is a prime example right here, right now on YouTube. Viewers right now on YouTube, there's 7.2 million people watching live streams on YouTube. There's 2.8 million people watching live streams on Twitch and 780,000 people watching on Kick right now. But here's the real kicker, pun intended. If you look over past the averages over the last month, average channels, 92,000 average channels on YouTube.
Yeah, a lot of those 92,000 channels have 1 to 5 views. Like a lot of that is exaggerated numbers. Almost, I think like 95% of Twitch has less than 10 viewers. Like, what am I at? Let me go to Twitch Tracker. TwitchTracker.com.
If you get 15 viewers, you are a top 0.7%.
Evan Hart TV.
Think about that.
So at
like 99% of Twitch stream to less than 15 people.
So at my average of 79.8 viewers, I am the top 1% of Twitch. I'm the top 0.5% of all Twitch streamers with 79.8 average viewers. You can literally see, like, look at this shit. I'm about 120 viewers, 121, 86, 128, 175, 85, 145. And like you can see the viewer count, you can see these things. And you can literally see that at this higher percentage, I'm in the top 0.5%.
That's why Twitch is eventually gonna fail, because like most of their cost is people that stream to nobody, right? That doesn't make any money.
Yes, it's definitely like a problematic. Let's get back to the video.
Like 5 streamers to leave Twitch and the entire website is gonna collapse. It's gonna come out of nowhere. Like people think it cannot happen. Like trust me, it's gonna be like out of nowhere, all at once.
Yeah, true. But let's keep watching.
33,000. What are you fucking talking about? I understand your bias towards Kick, but realistically, I'm not even... Brother, I'm not even talking about Kick right now. This is another problem. You guys are so drawn into like the argument aspect. Bro, we're talking about YouTube. We're not even talking about Kick. What are you talking about? That's just counting YouTube Live, right? Yeah. Yes. Yes, this is only counting live channels right there. This is only counting live channels. Not only do you have more active viewers in live streams, you have more potential viewers because you have billions of users on the platform and you have less people streaming on the fucking platform. It's not, like night and day comparison. The idea that YouTube has to do these things to compete with Twitch is delusional. Guys, the war's over. The battle is over. YouTube won.
Was it ever a war, though? Was it ever really a war? I feel like YouTube's always been its own separate thing, its own separate conversation, its own separate moment and like experience. I don't think it's ever been a war. Twitch is fighting a battle and like a stream, like a consequence against somebody that doesn't view it as a competitor. Like, Twitch is its own separate category. It has nothing to do with anything else. And yo, Emre, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream.
YouTube may not look like Twitch. It may not elicit the same feelings that the bleed purple individuals want from YouTube that they get from Twitch. But guys, YouTube won. They make billions of dollars in ad revenue a year. And part of that is from the live streams. They have an algorithm. They have SEO. They have loosened up their terms over the last few years. Their recent updates, you can cuss in like the first 7 seconds of the video now. There's this whole new policy thing on YouTube where basically they're like, hey guys, like cursing in videos is back. Advertisers don't give a fuck. Lo and behold, like adults watch videos too. It's insane. We live in one of the best times right now. And YouTube is leading the fucking pack. And the craziest thing about it is because YouTube is the way it is, especially with shorts, and even TikTok, you got to keep throwing TikTok into it. Got to give the respect while it's due. But even still so, like anybody in here could go from literally nobody knowing them to having tens of thousands of followers within a year just from these platforms. You're never doing that on Twitch. You're never doing that on Kick. This idea that YouTube or TikTok needs to do these things to compete with Twitch, you're lost in the sauce, guys. So you ever hear somebody say that, you just know right then and there that motherfucker has no idea what they're talking about. And if anything, back to the Kick point, where we'll actually bring up a Kick point, what Kick needs to do, contrary to your belief that saying when ads go on a Kick, that it's just going to crush the platform. No. Kick needs to compete with YouTube and TikTok to see how they're doing their ads. Because every other platform that...
I will say, my boy Hamadance, he's been streaming on Kick. And he isn't even trying to grow his Twitch. He's just sending everybody to Kick. And when I watch him on Kick, no ads. It's a sweet, smooth experience. You get 95% of the ad revenue. You get all of that, not ad revenue, of the sub money. 95%. I know Kick is backed by gambling, so it's a loss leader. They're losing money. Kick is losing money on Kick, but they're making money on the gambling. But like, I see all this, and all that makes me really think, all that makes me really feel is that Twitch is really not giving much value to viewers. As a viewer...
What's the tax on bits? Like, if you give a bit to somebody, how much does Twitch steal from that?
I think 10 or 20%, something like that from bits.
I don't think
bits.
I think it's 30%.
No, bits is you make more money off bits.
I know, but I think it's still like 30%, which is insane.
It might be 30%, I'm not sure exactly. But like, overall, when I consider all these things about Twitch, and from the viewer perspective, from the viewer experience, A, your content creator isn't getting that much from you. A, your content creator is struggling to be discovered. I mean, B, that's B. C, the content creator you're watching has ads, experience isn't that friendly. They got to do a lot to stay relevant. It's not the smoothest or greatest experience, and no streaming is, right? This is for most people. I should be real with everybody. If you're ever trying to be a streamer, I've been averaging over 100 viewers. I don't have like a big gifting or like any whales. If you don't have whales or like a big supportive, like, donating money, you make almost fuck all from money from streaming. Streaming is only profitable at the highest echelon or if you have a lot of gifters and whales helping you out. For me as a hobby, over 100 average viewers most days, it's not that great. And I know a lot of people have a dream of being a content creator or whatever. You're better off just doing YouTube or TikTok than you are streaming.
YouTube is so much easier.
I wouldn't even bother with streaming until you have 10K, 15K, 20K like followers on YouTube or TikTok, and then bring your audience over from those platforms, because you ain't getting shit on Twitch. I'm gonna be real as shit about it.
we mentioned has ads. So if it was ads are going to crush the platform, then why is YouTube successful and why is TikTok successful? Both having ads. Because they did it right. They didn't shove it down your fucking throats. And Eddie, the CEO of Kick, has even said multiple times that they don't have to do that. I don't know why Twitch does it. Twitch is shooting themselves in the foot for doing with how they do ads. It is killing their website. Killing their website. I'd argue that the biggest reason we...
Another big thing, I know I'm pausing a lot, but it's a reaction. But one thing I will say, one thing that sucks as a viewer is I literally have to run 3 minutes of ads per hour so my viewers don't get pre-rolls. As a streamer, pre-rolls is one of the biggest things that kills streams. If you don't run a minimum of 3 minutes of ads per hour, YouTube enables pre-rolls. Something like 85 to 95% of viewers will immediately click off a stream. Immediately click off a stream if they open the stream and there's an ad there. So my experiences make my viewers' experience worse by having pre-rolls on, by having ads on, so there's no pre-rolls for new people, or exactly. Or have pre-rolls on so my regular viewers don't have a bad experience, but then most people immediately click off your stream. It's a lose-lose situation. And the worst part, the first thing you see isn't 90 seconds of ads before streaming begins. It's 1 of 7, 1 of 5, 1 of 9, 1 of 8 ads. Somebody sees that. It doesn't matter that it's only 90 seconds of ads. The first thing they see is 1 of 9 ads. They're clicking the fuck off. It's a terrible experience for most people. It's just a shitty experience. Like, there's no way about it. If they would just say 90 seconds of ads, people wouldn't mind as much, but they make it sound extra horrendous. Yo, you ready for 1 of 9?
Seen the fall off from the pandemic on Twitch is the ads alone. I'm not even kidding. I would go call it a hot take. I'd say it's that extreme. I'd say that's the biggest thing Twitch is fucked up with is their ads. Guys, there's plenty of ways to incorporate ads onto a platform without making intrusive 1 minute and 30-second unskippable ads. Like, lo and behold, you don't have to do that.
Oh yeah, also thanks, Ashraf. Yeah, I did. I think I'm like a 140 view or something right now. Like, that's a record for me. That's like averaging no raids, hitting like 140 plus consistently. That's new for me. I've never really hit that before.
YouTube had multiple options for years. For years on YouTube, you could straight up turn off your ads. You could control your ads. That's the future, by the way. If Twitch doesn't adapt to allowing the creators to really control the ads, I think they're cooked. And when Kick introduces ads, instead of Kick seeing what Twitch is doing, they should see what is Twitch doing wrong and fucking go in that direction. And on top of that, they should see what TikTok and YouTube are doing, and they'll be fine. Like, ads don't matter if they don't. Guys, since we have been talking about this topic right here, and since I've been recording this video, on YouTube, you're going to get multiple ads. Right now on Kick, you could have gotten 2 ads during this that popped up on the side or a little overlay on the stream. Brands still pay for that ad space. On top of that too, you look at what TikTok is doing, it's fucking genius. Just blatantly let creators get involved with the ad campaigns themselves. Lo and behold, it puts trust into the fucking
Oh, absolutely. If TikTok would just let the creators do their own ads, literally, let me run my own ads. Let me pick the ads my audience wants. Play Xbox Game Pass ads. Play MMO ads. Play some Elder Scrolls Online Guild Wars 2 ads. Twitch has the worst ad system. Like, in chat right now, people are getting tampon ads. People are getting gay cruise ads. People are getting random ads for random shit. Or exactly, when I watch a friend of mine stream, I'll literally get 1 of 7 ads, and it's all 7 are Taco Bell ads. I haven't eaten Taco Bell in 3 fucking years. The ad system is not ideal. It's not smooth. As someone in chat just said, I get Taco Bell ads too. We don't even have Taco Bell in Argentina.
Creators' hands and puts more money into their pockets. You know, that's another thing that Twitch has done wrong over the years. I think even YouTube has done wrong over the years. They just manage all the campaigns from the back end and then you just distribute it evenly. But lo and behold, if you actually pick the ad campaign that you would want to work with your community, you get more conversions. People fuck with it. The problem with ads on Twitch, in my opinion, Twitch took the Netflix route of doing ads, But with Netflix, it's committing to movie TV show. It's not committing to streamer unless they are someone I watch often. Right. Twitch was not as big as they needed to be to force ads down people's throats. They weren't. They should have become way more popular. They should have introduced some kind of tech that allowed SEO and discovery within the website. But instead, 17 years later, it's the same recipe. It's the same go work somewhere else, bring people over. We have to take 50% of your revenue after you do that. Oh, by the way, we're going to force ads down your fucking viewers' throats because we have to do this. It's just L after L after L. And you have to be smoking rocks if you think any platform, YouTube, Kick, TikTok, Rumble, Nemo, Steam, Trovo, Bigo, or whatever the fuck those are. You guys are smoking rocks if you think that those sites in 2025 have to look at what Twitch is doing and replicate what Twitch is doing to succeed, because you just don't anymore. It's just like the reality is Twitch was really good for a period of time because it was new. It was interesting. It was fun. It was this new thing and people were discovering it. It's not it anymore. It's not the dog anymore. It is just people who have found a career, are maintaining their ride, and fucking Twitch is trying to milk that fucking ride alongside with them. And if they weren't there, they would be fucked. So nobody needs to replicate what Twitch is doing, for sure.
He's got a valid goddamn point. I'm gonna be real. He's got a valid point. And my boy Tello, hello Jay Tello with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, brother. I really do appreciate that. You're a goddamn legend for that. I really do appreciate that. Let's get a shout out for my boy Hello Jay Tello, amazing content creator. Let's go give my boy Tello some love. Go follow and subscribe to him. But if you like this video, this is my second channel. Like and subscribe. There's gonna be a link to the description down to Big E in the description. So go check him out. Good video, some solid information. The dude has a genuine, legitimate point. It's a travesty what's been happening with Twitch. So again, thank you all for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Eben's out. Peace. It's my second channel. I don't give a fuck. It's what it is.